Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, my beautiful brights. I'm Debbie from Debbie's Bright Ideas, guys, and welcome to my page. Let me see here. Let me get the camera straight. Okay, I think that's good. Welcome to the Bright and Early Crafters, where every Monday we put on a theme of the day, and today's theme is Fill the Pumpkin or Cauldron live event. If you happen to catch this while I'm live, come on in, come say hello, come hang out with me. Hi, Tammy. If you happen to catch it later in the replay, #replay, let me know you were here as well. I always do appreciate that so much. Just kind of feel like my camera's crooked or something. Anyway. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Ramona. Hello, friends. Okay, my friends. Today I'm going to create a cauldron out of this Dollar Tree pumpkin. And there's something I've been wanting to do, and I got in here. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Ramona. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday, my beautiful friends. I am so happy to be here, guys. It was a crazy weekend of lots of stuff, but yesterday was my youngest child's birthday, my son, Zachary. It was his 27th birthday yesterday, and I just wanted to say that to my son. We did spend the evening together, and we went to Roadhouse and had an amazing dinner, but I just wanted to jump on here and say happy birthday to my baby boy, Zachary. Thank you so much, Tammy. Thank you, guys. I've already, like, I need to make, there's another cute little stack that I want to make for each side. They're in the garage, but I think hopefully maybe by the end of the week I'll be able to get them up. It's just a pumpkin stack with some ghost on top. It's something really cute that I want to add to the background. Okay, so let's get started, guys. I've been wanting to make a cauldron with some witchy legs. I got in here last night and I was just kind of messing around, and I'm like, and I got one done. Okay, so we got a witchy leg done here, and I'm gonna show you guys. Hi Dee, hello beautiful. How I did that. I did make a shoe here really quickly, just because I want to have them ready for the cauldron. But I'm gonna show you guys how I did that, just so in case anyone is inspired to maybe want to make one that you would, it was really easy and simple, and maybe you might want to make one yourself. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Shannon. Sugar Snobs. Hi, Margarita. Hello, my friends. Thank you all for hopping in. It is a magnificent Monday, guys. I was pretty beaten up Sunday. You can see where I think I have a bruise right there, right? You can see I woke up with lots of bumps and bruises from working at the ranch study, but it was a great work day. And yesterday I had a really good opportunity to get on my shiatsu massager and my heating pad. Hi, Marianne. And guys, it was very therapeutic. I'm gonna tell you right now, it helped. I feel like, come on, like I can go again. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna be using our 1 tablespoon measure. We're gonna get 3 of these for a shoe. Hi, Ileana. Guys, and there was a package I received from Miss Ileana, and I was gonna open it here on the live, but she said, no, Debbie, don't do that. But I'm kind of telling the little story here. Hi, Craft Gamey Girl. But I wanted to say thank you to my friend Ileana. I didn't get a chance to open it, but I will tonight. But thank you so much for sending whatever is in that beautiful package. I appreciate you so very much, my friend. Oh, I'm so glad you caught me too, Amy. Hi, friend. Okay, so 3 tablespoons right here. Condition. Right, and it's super simple. Basically, I'm just going to roll out I'm going to roll out a log, right? Give it a good condition here on the table. I have my sneakers on today, and I kind of feel a little high. I don't know. Normally, I'm in slippers or socks, but I have my sneakers on right now because y'all know it's let's do it kind of Monday already. I'm back. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, so we're just rolling this out here. And I want to do this part first just so that it can give it a little, just to kind of show you guys. And then I'm going to cover the pumpkin. And then we'll get started on our cauldron. Okay, so I'm just going to slightly start rolling out. Like, I would say it's about 2 inches, a little over 2 inches log, right? So on one of the ends, I'm going to bring it down more, right? Because I want to point it off like the tip of the shoe, right? So kind of ending up like with a really large teardrop. So just taking that in and kind of start curling it up, right? Like if it were going to be the tip of my shoe. Now, pressing down on the other end, and then I'm going to take my scissors. Okay, that's kind of the size of the shoe I want, right? Hi, Shay. Hello, friends. So taking my scissors right now, kind of, I guess kind of like finger width, right? You want your heel to kind of be like finger width. So kind of like finger width, I'll take my scissors and make that slit, right? Just give it that cut right there, right? Because that's going to be the part of the heel. Once you're done cutting, you can kind of square that off even more. So just kind of like that, right? It kind of looks like a well, but with the mouth underneath. That's what it kind of looks like a well. Okay, so once we have that, now we're going to cut kind of like, we're going to give it a slant cut, right? We're going to give it a slant cut, just like that. And Hank and Daisy are here. Y'all know they have to show up for the live. Okay. So, and that's pretty much it. And then this piece here, right, because that's going to serve us as well. So just start bringing it in, start curling in your little shoe, your witchy shoe, right? Start kind of straightening up your little heel if you want, you know, kind of flatten that in, making it a flat bottom, right? And just kind of getting in all that. You're going to have the little frame with where I cut with the scissors there, but just kind of using my fingers here just to kind of press it in and smooth it out. It's pretty easy. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Cecilia. So just like this, right? And then you kind of want to use your finger just to kind of bring in that, you know, kind of start giving it its little shape. You can curl your tip of your shoe in however much you want. You can leave it pointed out, whatever you like. Then I take the small little piece that was left over from cutting the heel and just roll out a little ball, and that's going to be the top of the shoe, boot, whatever we want to make it, whatever it is, a witchy shoe. So just attaching it there to the top, and then there we go. Okay, just like that. And you could add a gold little buckle, little straps, whatever you like. And then I just left them here on the table and let them dry. And I got a witchy shoe, just like that. I was like, I'm going to figure this out. So basically it was just kind of making like a moon-shaped log and then just giving it that little cut. And then there we go. Voila. Hi, Beth. Good morning. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to add in the little leg. Okay, so we're going to put this one here to the side because I'll make something else with some witchy shoes. I'll just make another and I'll have a pair. You know, it's time to get all of the Halloween decor ready because it is spooky season, my friends. It's spooky season. It is definitely time to get that started. So let's get creating, my friends. Okay, so let's put the black over here for now just to get it out of my way. I did use the purple and the orange. And the reason I was going to use green, but I said no because I'm going to have a lot of green already in the cauldron. And I kind of wanted to break those colors. So what we're going to be using is going to be the 1/2 teaspoon. So y'all know it's measuring spoon day here all the time. How's everyone doing, guys? Guys, it was an amazing weekend, my friends. Macy and I worked our tails off this weekend. Woo, child. I was telling my daughter yesterday at dinner that, you know, that baby does not give up because I can be hard. Hi, Rosalie. I can be hard, especially if we're working out the ranch. It's hot. It's dirty. It's rough and tumble. I'm going to just take, let me see. So I use 1, 2, 3, 4 of each color. So I'm just going to do 4 of each color really quickly here. Right, and basically what I do is I just do this here on my teaspoon and just kind of give it, and it's easy, just, you know, no perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just, you know, you want to kind of keep it close. So 4 of those and then 4 of the orange, and that will be the leg of our witchy. Put that over there. But, hi, Debbie Jean. Hi, Rosalie. But I can be pretty tough on her, right? Especially like I said, we're working out there. And she's driving the mini tractor, and she's pulling a trailer. 11 years old, guys, doing all these things. And here's the thing. Turning on a tractor, there's a whole thing to it, right? It isn't just turn the key, it turns on. There's a whole thing with brake, you know, reverse, you know, you can't have your it's just a thing. You got to learn all the steps. And then she's pulling a little mini trailer because we're cleaning off the porches at the ranch. And, you know, so I'm throwing everything down. She's loading the trailer. We're taking it to the big trailer because that's the trailer that's going to the dump. We're making a burn pile. We're loading up stuff in the back of the truck. I mean, and she didn't give up. And, you know, and I'm like, I'm just conditioning each little ball as we go, as I'm talking here, because then I'm going to roll them into little balls. So, you know, and I can be pretty tough, you know, and she doesn't cry. She doesn't quit. She just keeps doing it. And I couldn't have done it without her. And she's 11, y'all. She's 11, my baby. And we didn't get out of there till, you know, till late Saturday night, which I'm glad we went on a Saturday, because Sunday I couldn't even imagine. Yeah, teach them young, you know. And it's the thing that I regret that I didn't do with my son, because my son, I was going through my divorce, and I was working 3 jobs, trying to keep the roof over the head, trying to keep us, you know, food in the fridge. And basically the TV and the video games were his babysitter. Or, you know, he was a teenager already. He was big, but, you know, I didn't get to have all that one-on-one time with him. And he struggled as a young adult, you know. And with her, it's like, she, you know, she definitely is a tough cookie. Hi, Rhonda. She's a tough cookie. And I'm just rolling out these little balls, right? So, guys, did I do green? Guys, y'all don't stop. Guys, y'all know I start talking. I did green. It's okay, but I could use these for my cauldron. I need purple. Somebody scream at me. Tell me stop. Okay, it's okay. We can use these for the cauldron, because this is the color that I'm going to use for the cauldron. Instead of the neon green, I want to use the olive green, the witchy poo green. So we'll be using that for the cauldron. So it's okay. Quick save. A happy mistake. But yeah, she does not quit, guys. And we did it all Saturday night. We worked out there, because by the time my husband gets home, we're going to be cutting it close. We're going to be going into holiday season. And he's got a whole bunch of other honeydews to do that, you know what, I can get some stuff done. And the contractor was flooding the porches full of just stuff. Junk, trash, flooring, you know, everything. And I had to get out there and bust a move. It's true, Amy. And I was hard on my 3 daughters, right? But when my son came along, he's the baby. And you imagine 3 daughters, 4 mamas. And then, boom, divorce. 25 years into marriage, boom, divorce. And he's the youngest of all of them. So guess what? He had to ride that divorce ride with me, you know. And once we were on our own, I mean, I don't really like to talk about that person, you know, their father. I don't like to talk about him too much, because he just doesn't deserve, you know, he's not worthy of my words. But he was gone, you know, and he's never returned. So my son turned 27 years old yesterday. So that just goes to show you, I haven't turned on my other device, you know, and I hate to sound like I got a little bitterness in my voice, but, you know, God, you know, I ask God for forgiveness every single day, because it's kind of hard. It's just on birthdays and different things like that, you know. Oh, let me turn down my, it's just when birthdays and things like that come around that I kind of, it comes back to my mind, because I'm like, okay, it's their birthdays. You don't even remember, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. But anyway, so he rode the divorce ride with me, you know, and like I said, so he didn't have a lot of that time. So he got a little bit of the heart. Now he's hard knocking it, you know, but he does really well. I do have 4 amazing children, even though they're great kids. They're amazing. They're respectful, very respectful to their mother. But yeah. So you guys saw I made the balls, right, and just kind of smushed them down and then just added them together. You were divorced after 22 years, Dame. Okay, well, see, we're kind of the same thing. 25 years, you know, we were married at the age of 15 years old. We were in our 40s when we got divorced. So that was a shock to all of our life. And you know, then my son, you know, he got the hard end of the stick, you know, the crappy part of the stick. And, you know, even my daughters always say so, you know, but he's getting it. He's getting it. He's got his mama here with him, pushing him along the way, helping him get it together. But I have all of these amazing blessings in my life now. You know, my husband, and he's such a great man, a great stepfather, great everything, that, you know, I have a chance to do it all over again. And because, you know, I get to invest all this time with my granddaughter, you know, and she definitely is a mini me. I'm going to tell you all that right now. Everybody says so. She's a mini me. Okay, so I'm just kind of rolling these all together. You were 17, so we kind of like the same thing, right? And then now we're all grown up adults. I mean, we're middle aged. I'm middle aged, and you know, you get to go back and look at all these different things and realize that this is where you're supposed to be. And I'm happy and grateful I am where I am now. It was a tough road, but it was meant to be, and I'm grateful I'm not there. Oh Lord, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so I'm just rolling this out, right? Attaching everything together. And yes, absolutely, Amy, for sure. Okay, so we have our little leg, our witchy leg, right? So now we're just going to attach it to our little shoe. And that was just my little rant, right? My little rant. It's just like I get like that, guys, after every time there's like a milestone, because it was a birthday, different things like that. But nonetheless, we are absolutely blessed. We are blessed beyond. And looks like I need a new bottle of tacky glue. Shoot. Okay, get a new bottle of tacky glue here. What are we doing? What are we doing? I have back stock too, guys, because when I went out to the retreat, I stocked up on all sorts of bottles of glue because I thought I was going to need all sorts of bottles. I got a new 3-in-1. I even got this one here, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever used this, but I got a fabric fix. I got a 3-in-1. I'm like well stocked with glue right now. So you saw I just added that little toothpick right to the top of my little boot shoe, witchy shoe here. Right, we're just going to attach our little leg. And there we go. Another little witch. Because I want these to kind of pop up. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Anne. I want these to kind of pop up from my cauldron, right? Like she's, you know, been dunked into the cauldron. So we kind of want her to have these little, we want to make these little legs like this. Okay, kind of sort of like that. Okay, so this one's soft. I did do this one last night. This was my practice run. And I was going to do them both because so that way I can have that drying time. But I wanted to show you guys how I did that. Okay, so let's get that over here. Let's start covering the pumpkin form. The retreat was absolutely amazing, guys. Amazing. Like the sisterhood that I left with is like forever. Everybody was so amazing, guys. Like it was so amazing. The friendships, just every night we wanted to stay up till 2 in the morning because nobody wanted to go to bed because we were just talking and talking and talking and, you know, about getting to know each other and just enjoying our cocktails, you know, talking about, you know, everything, future events, you know, group pages, just everything, you know, all the businesses, all the different things. So it was a really great time. And then being, you know, I always tell myself, or I come on here so many times and I'm always talking about how I wish I had more time to craft, how I wish I could do this. Those events are so fantastic because you're there to solely do that. You're focused. You're locked in. So there's not going to be leaving. There's not going to be like, hold on, I got to go feed the doggies. Hold on, I got to go tend to this and that. You're locked in those events. And it is so therapeutic, so amazing. Like Ginger really put on a great one. And it's a lot of work, guys. She worked her tail off. I'm going to be using a cup of the black because, I mean, we're having the fun, right? We're doing all the things, but everything is go, go, go. As soon as one thing's over, they're getting the next one, the next craft ready, because we're crafting all day. We're crafting from morning till evening, you know, in between lunch, dinner, and all the meals were provided. So she fed us all day. And I mean, it was just a great time. Like I told my husband, and told my kids, I had one of the most amazing times ever. Hi, Laura. And just staying in those little trailers, you know, where you literally you're crafting in the space there, literally a few feet away. Everyone's sleeping accommodations are there in those little trailers. And then over a few feet over is the dining area where the kitchen was, and all. Everything was just there. It was all in the same building and just beautifully done. I'm going to condition this black and then roll it out and then cover my form. I hope I have enough. We're going to cover this Dollar Tree form. I hope it's enough. Mommy, no, Mama, you know you're not being a good girl. You're being a naughty. She has a clothespin. She tore up a clothespin. Daisy is a gremlin, y'all. I cannot leave nothing anywhere because she will get it and break it and bite it and tear it. That's because they got 2 new bones this weekend. Hi, Deanna. Look, there's Deanna Martin. Hi, Brenda. Deanna Martin and I sat next. We were neighbors. We sat next to each other. And I'm going to tell you, Deanna, I was looking at my cookies yesterday that you gave us, guys. Deanna showed up to the event with these large boxes of, like, bakery boxes with cookies on a stick. Like a dozen of cookies each that she made herself, times however many of us were there, over 20-something people. And they were the absolute most gorgeous cookies with the most beautiful details. I'm going to bring them on here and show them to you guys, hopefully this week. But guys, Miss Deanna Martin is an absolute hoot. She's a blast. If you have a party, you want her there because she makes your party, guys. I'm just saying, she makes your party. We're going to be using Big Papa here to roll this piece of clay out. She just has the energy of 10. I loved it. I loved it all. But yeah, we had a blast. We actually cannot wait to do it again. Can't wait to do it again. And that place that Ginger chose, guys, I'm going to tell you, I was telling my husband yesterday, I was like, that was like the best place ever if you wanted to have an event. More towns need to have those. They definitely need to have more towns. They record. You saw them virtual? D? Hi, Tina. Guys, her cookies are outstanding. And she has an Etsy shop, guys. So if you want to go check out her shop, check out her shop. She has an Etsy shop and she sells her cookies there. Friends, if you're making anything, if you're doing a display, guys, it's not just the smallest little detail, like on a leaf. She does like the gold little, they're gorgeous. I'm going to show them to you guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to just, I don't know. We never know. If you see, that was a cup and that still feel like that might not be enough. Okay, I should have used a cup and a half, but we're here already and let's do this. I'm just going to add some tacky glue here to my form, just to kind of give it some extra security. Let's do this. Guys, I'm so excited about decorating for the holidays already. So exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna be pushing it, guys. I'm gonna be spreading this one thin, but we're gonna get it going. Look at that. See, that's what happens when you go too thin, but it's okay. We can fix it. It's clay. We can fix this. We can fix this. So we won't pull on that side anymore, okay? So we kind of have that over, which is good because I'm going to, this is the side that I'm going to put the grain on top of, right? This will be the top of the cauldron, so we'll be good. This will be good. It actually worked out really nicely because it actually stuck to the form. It actually caught the shape of the form a lot better. See, happy mistake, like my granddaughter says. It's a happy mistake, Grandma. You just made the witch's booth. Thank you for teaching. Oh, did you, Tammy? Oh, Tammy, you're so sweet, Tammy. You love being my neighbor. Oh, yes, we were chair neighbors. Oh, thank you, Deanna. No, Deanna, you were such a delight and such a treat for my soul. You really were. Like, I needed that weekend. And I just love that. You know what? Here's the thing. A lot of us went to the big Bake Bakers event and we never even saw, I missed a lot of people and I never even had a conversation with them. And I was like, no, that cannot happen again. That cannot happen again. You definitely need to spend time with people when you go to a retreat, because you walk away with amazing friendships, guys. We're all like-minded people. We all have the same in common, a lot in common, and we love the same things. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Boofle. How are you? Hi, Tina. We're like-minded people. We have a lot in common. We have a lot of the same desires and love for crafting, and you know, these are our sisters that we were meant to, hang out with and talk to and express ourselves, because we get each other. We definitely get it. Other people think we're crazy for Cocoa Puffs, right? Well, my people. Let me just say my people. Like, my daughter says, my oldest daughter calls this Play-Doh. And she goes, Mom, she goes, I don't get it, that Play-Doh world. I said, well, you never will until you fall into it. I actually I'm trying to talk my daughters into going to a retreat with me next year to Babam. I'm gonna save up. I can't go to any more retreats this year. It's too close to the holidays. We're cutting it too close. I love to spoil my grandbabies for the holidays. So there will not be any more retreats for me until next year. But I definitely want to go to the big Babam one next season. So as soon as she puts out her tickets for the next season, I want to go, and I'm trying to get my daughters to go with me so that they can have a getaway, and they will love it. My girls will love it. They will love it. Okay, so there we go. Covered. Thank you for hanging out here with me too, Gloria. I love hanging out with you all, and I'm glad if you take away something from it. These little witchy boots are like so simple to make, right? But they, when I've always wanted to make one, right? And I was like, how do you do that? How am I going to do that? I don't have a cookie cutter for a witch boot. And so I kind of stayed away from it. And I said, you know what? I got in here last night and I'm like, I'm going to make that little witchy boot happen. So I did. And it was quick, fast. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to share this with friends. Okay. So it's going to kind of be something like this, right? Because we want her little legs to be coming out of the cauldron. Okay. So what we want to do here is I want to add, I'm guessing I'm going to add a rim around the pumpkin here, kind of like the rim of the cauldron, right? So let's go ahead and let's use, half a cup would be too much. So let's do 1/3. I need to get my stuff in order, guys. I got a mess and 2 halves. I got 2 messes and 2 halves. I got all kinds of mess. Okay, so let's use our 1/3 because I couldn't find my other cup. So here somewhere. Hi, Mary. Okay, so we're going to use our 1/3 for the rim of the cauldron. Guys, my granddaughter and we were getting the cake, my son's cake. We wound up with 2 cakes last night for his birthday dinner. We were getting his cakes at the Walmart, guys, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't belong in a Walmart. Because, guys, I don't know if y'all have been in one lately. They got it going on. Walmart. Hi, Ma Dukes. Walmart has it going on right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. They've, like, revamped the whole thing. The merchandise is top notch. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been in the Walmart. The clothing, the shoes, the decor. I mean, every bit of the entire Walmart, top notch. Top notch. Whoever their buyers are now, like, kudos to you. Because, I mean, I don't need to go anywhere else. I just need to go spend some Walmart time. And I told myself that this weekend, I'm going to get me a good coffee. And I'm going to head off to the Walmart. And I'm going to definitely walk that whole doggone thing. I'm going to put my sneakers on like if we're ready. And I'm going to go hang out at Walmart. Macy and I had to force ourselves to leave because we had to get to the birthday dinner on time. But guys, Gloria, it is going, you guys got it going on, Gloria. Hi, Becky. I mean, gosh, y'all. The clothes, so stylish, so cute. I mean, Macy left with a long sleeve hoodie, like a sweatshirt type sweater. And it was like tan and had black little ghost all over it, which was super duper cute for $11. But here's the thing. There's a new thing there, guys. You have to have the app. I do have the app on my phone, though. They don't have prices on things. What's going on? I think that's a new thing. They don't have prices on things. Maybe that's their way of forcing you to get the app. I don't know, but the app is amazing too, because when you're looking for something, it's going to tell you what aisle it's in, where it's at, and it's very trouble-free, right? So all you have to do is keep your app open while you're shopping in the store, and it definitely will guide you through the whole store, but they don't have prices on things. And I'm like, what is Walmart doing? But that is maybe their new strategic plan. But you do have to I would recommend getting the app. Because if not, you would have to find, I don't know if they have those price checker things. But you definitely do need to get the app. The app is handy. I mean, I shop Walmart every week. I do curbside. I do all those things. So it's definitely a big, but I don't never get off. I never get off. Scan on phone for price. Yes, that's what we do. Are they not doing layaway anymore, Gloria? Because I know that in the past they had done layaway, but for a small window of time during the holidays. But I'm not quite sure if are they not doing it this year? Because they were doing layaway for that really small window of time for like 2 months, which was still very good, right? Because you definitely want, that's a big help. Okay, so this is our cauldron, right? So there we have our pumpkin, and you saw there that I just put the rim, that log on here, right? And that kind of changed up our whole look here, right? It kind of even though it's a pumpkin, the rim definitely did help make that. Target girl, Brenda, Target, that's my other hangout. But Target, let me tell you about Target, and I was there this weekend too, because y'all know I'm all over, y'all know that. Target has very good coupons, and right now you can get a $30 gift card with the purchase, but I think it's $300 of stuff. But that's not hard to accumulate with Target because they have amazing things. But they put amazing deals, like just amazing deals. So you always want to look at their deals, and then if you have a Target card, you get an additional 5%. I swear I should work for these stores because I promote the heck out of them. But I just love to share with you all places that I love. But yes, Target has it going on all the time. So you definitely want to go there as well. Let me see. Let's not talk. Let's get to the Dollar General. Where's my green? What do we do with the green? Okay, Dollar General, my friends. This week had two days of 5 off of 25. Friends, no prices on items means they can change prices as they need to. Okay, yeah, and I think that's also what it was too, Mary. It was a shelf edge issue because I think they were spinning. Well, I was a store manager for many years, and we would have to go in really early in the mornings, and sometimes it would take us entire day to change prices. And then sometimes they would run a quick promo during the week, and you would have to change prices again. So unfortunately, that's sad because your shelf edge people, that's going to be less stressful for them, but you lose employment that way. But maybe they can use those people for somewhere else in the store. But shelf edging, which is pricing, that definitely is a lot of work. And then with promotions constantly changing, that makes it easier because all they do is go into the system and then change in the numbers and add in the new pricing, which is really smart, right? But modern technology, that's where we're at. And so I'm just going to kind of put in some just ball forms here and then just kind of cover it here. I don't know. Let's see. Kind of want to make them large, right? So let's use our tablespoon with this green, right? Make them in all different sizes. Okay, so we'll get all the spoons. So, which is very smart. They got to do their thing. Walmart's doing it. Dollar General, my friends, this week, and we need to pay attention. You need to pay attention to Dollar General. This week they ran 2 days, Friday, but it was 2 separate coupons. Up 5 off of 25. And guys, you all do not want to pass that up. Because it's hard to get those deals again. It is hard to get those deals again. And when you see them, you got to jump on them. Because Dollar General, it's pretty much everything in the store except for, you know, alcohol and tobacco. And, you know, certain little things. Not much. But here's the thing. They have an amazing dollar spot. And it's $1. And it's not like rinky-dink stuff. Like, it's good dollar stuff. And you can go in there. If you don't feel like shopping around the Dollar General or doing anything, you can just go grab $25 items. Use that coupon. Boom. $20 for all those things. I mean, come on. You can't get that anywhere. Groceries. Yes, Walmart is now doing digital tags on shelves. Absolutely. Hi, Debbie Hayes Riccardi. How are you? Hi, Miss Debbie from Paper Squeeze. All the Debs are here today. Hey, Debs. What's up? But yes, guys, take advantage of those deals. When I started out my page, Debbie's Bright Ideas, that was the reason why I started the page. Because I am a big shopper, especially a big coupon shopper. I was that coupon person. You know, back in the day when there was slow internet and all that, and it was the Red Plum couponing, website, I would go there and print up all the coupons, and I would hit the stores, and I was that lady that would embarrass my husband and my kids, hold up the line. But guess what? I would walk out with like $100 and something in items, and I would pay like $20. So I learned the art of couponing, and of course, being a store manager, I know all about the insides of couponing. But couponing has changed too a little bit, because now it's a lot more sophisticated, right? It's all digital, it's all the different things, but it's still, nonetheless, it's money. It's money. That's money, guys, because guess what? If you don't have that coupon, you're going to pay the $25. So you just save money by using that. Hi to all the Debs. You don't like digital tags, too easy for stores to change prices and consumer. But all you have to do is scan it, Rhonda. If you don't like it, you don't have to get it. Because here's the thing, it's hard. I know it's very hard, but it's also very accurate too. Because guess what? You're not going to get to the register, and you're not going to be surprised with, like, hey, that thing over there said it was this price, but it's this price. And a lot of times we don't want to do the hassle, and we're just like, you know what, just let it go. Go ahead and take it. It'll say it's a certain price, and then you get to the register, and then it's not that price. And then you're just kind of like, oh, you know what, I don't feel like messing with it. And then you just let it go. But at least now when you're there getting the item, you kind of already know what the price is, so that you don't have to get it, that definitely, there's a lot of ins and outs of it, a lot of likes and a lot of dislikes about it. But I think once we get used to it, I think it'll be good. Oh, girl, the extreme couponing, that was me, Mary. I was the extreme couponer. Like, I would embarrass my whole family. Like, they were so embarrassed, but they sure did love using all them name brand products. I was an extreme couponer, guys, like big time. I would print like so many coupons, guys, and it was the worst back in the day when my kids were growing up. I mean, the internet was so slow. You had to wait for it to dial up, do the things, and then print. But here's the thing. Coupons weren't so sophisticated back then that you could replicate that coupon and copy it, right? And print it, reprint it, and use it over and over. Now don't try that, because they'll catch you. Yeah, that was just me. I'm just saying. Because everything's barcoded, everything's registered. You just can't pick up and grab. You got to scan it. You have to scan it. So make sure you guys all get that Walmart app, because it's definitely going to help you. Okay, you got to get the Walmart app. Guys, last night, I brought home all the ceiling fans, right, that were taken out from the ranch. It was 4 ceiling fans, and they also had the glass, the domes around the lights. And I had them all in the back of the truck. So last night I get home from my son's birthday dinner, you know, and I'm trying to get everything done because we have trash pickup today. And it's dark out there, and I'm taking out these ceiling fans and throwing them into the trash can. And I drop one in the driveway and I break it. I mean, just glass shatters everywhere. And yeah, I was like, that's it, I'm done. Those are the kind of things that make me want to cry. Because that's it. I'm like, I'm done. But you know what? I didn't cry. I said, get your butt in the house. That's enough. And get your butt in the house. I'm just going to add the skewer to my little leg here. And that's enough for the night. No more. No more, no more. I think I'm going to have to drive this one all the way into the leg because it's soft and I don't want it to droop. So we're just going to get this skewer in here until I can kind of hit the shoe. Just so that I can get that support. Okay. So you can see there, it gave me more support. Oh yeah, it was very bright. It was, people would get excited. Like they would even call over the other clerks that were working there, right? Like, come see this. This lady's about to get like a whole thing going on here. But yeah, it was a whole art. I love watching the show. I love watching all that. I definitely did a lot. I saved a lot of money, and I was like crazy for Cocoa Puffs for couponing. Okay. So you guys can kind of see right here we have our witchy legs. They're right hanging right out of the cauldron there, right? She's getting dunked into the cauldron because she's a witchy. She's a witchy witch. Okay. Just like that. And I think we need a witchy hat right here. This is good. I'm going to put like a little, I'm going to make an eyeball. I'm going to make a skull. You know, I'm going to do different things. But y'all know I talk so much because I want to come tell y'all about everything in my life in 1 hour. But my friends, don't forget, after myself is Christine from I'm So Crafty. I brought the lineup, guys. We have a lot of breaks, guys. And thank you to all the girls in the group that send me a lot of creators and people to definitely reach out to. Again, I will put it out here onto this live. If there's any creators that would love to join our groups Monday or Wednesday, we do have some free open slots. It is a permanent slot. We would love to have you if you are interested in doing 1 hour lives. You know, just getting to the point. But I am also seeking privately, you know, to any other friends that are out here in, you know, trying to get other creators to jump in because we do have a lot of breaks. And it kind of, you know, things happen all the time. Creators have to be out and different things, but it's hard when there's a big gap in between because it kind of, for the creator that's behind that person or is in the lineup, it kind of, you know, I don't want to say like, it just kind of, when we're on a roll and it's one after another, we're constantly pushing each other out, talking about the lineup. But when there's a huge gap, it kind of like, you know, people break away, do different things, or forget that person's on later on in the afternoon. And I don't want that person to feel like, you know, defeated that, you know, because they're on with into the day and they are so much gapping in between. So it definitely is my goal as group leader and it's my responsibility to get the slots full. So I'm definitely working hard at it behind the scenes. And all of the girls send me so many amazing creators to reach out to. But just putting this out here. So after myself today, we have Christine from I'm So Crafty, and she's going to fill in today for 2 slots because heavens to Betsy Kickery will not be on with us today. She had something she had to take care of, so she will not be on. And then after her, we have empty slots until 4 p.m. Central, and that's So Cute by Dee will be on. So that's what I'm talking about. There's too many empty slots, and I need to get them full. So my friends, if you're interested, come join us. We would love to have you. It is for 1 hour lives, either Monday or Wednesday. If you are interested, look at the flyers and you can see where it says break. Those are the empty slots. Okay, so just reach out to me. Let me know. I would love to have you. Love to have you. Okay, so let's make a little witchy hat while we're here. So at least I can have a witchy hat and some legs popping up in this thing here. And No, it's no, and don't feel guilty, Lauren. Like, I don't want my girls in the group to feel guilty, like, oh, but let me tell you, that's the thing about this group. Everybody jumps in to help out and feels, definitely wants to help and fill out the slots because they know what it means to that creator that's on later on in the evening, or that's coming in behind them. And if there's not someone reminding us, like, hey, let's not, because I only have 2 rules in my groups. 2 rules. One is for you to come out here and enjoy your best self. Enjoy yourself. Do what brings you joy. Okay? And my second one is that each creator call out all the other creators. That is it. We definitely want to, to keep it out here, keep it moving, keep the creators in mind. It's our duty to keep, to speak on the different creators that are in the group so that we can keep it in everyone's mind, and that it keeps everyone, because some people look forward to these things, right? They come out, they watch lives, and they love to know the lineup. Like, they want to know who's next, who's coming on. And sometimes they don't, not everyone wants to go back and check the flyers. And when that creator's on, they're giving you a reminder of who's on the lineup. So that always is such a big help. Okay. So that's, those are the 2 rules that I have. Hi, AAA. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Maritza. There's my other girly, Maritza. She and I had a really good time at the retreat together. We spent some time together. We had a lot of great conversations, and I'm so excited for our friendship. Okay, so I'm going to be using the 1/4 here just for our witchy hat, right? So let's use this for the tip of her hat, and then I guess I can go ahead and get a 1/4 for the rim, because we don't have to use it all, right? We don't have to use it all, but just making sure I have these amounts so that if you guys want to make this, might be a lot, but it's okay. See, I thought I had a cookie cutter that I could use for the rim. We have this one here. I don't know, that one might be big, but we shall see. But yes, so please go hang out with Miss Christine. Miss Christine's always amazing, does amazing crafts, is such a hoot. And she's going to stay on with us today for, I believe, 2 time slots, 2 hours. So that'll be good. Thank you, Christine, for doing that. And I don't want the girls to feel guilty about it, like, oh, because I know everybody has things to do, but I'm so grateful for the girls that are able to do longer time slots, especially when we need fill-ins. Okay, so I just used this cookie cutter here, right, just for the rim of my hat. Hi, Brandy. Are you new? Welcome, friend. We appreciate you hanging in. Brandy, do you have a business page? Because if you do, definitely put your business pages in here, guys, so that we can make sure that we're following you, because that really does matter. So welcome, friend. Okay, so there's the rim of our hat, right? I think it'll be cute right there. That'll be good. Okay, now let's make a peak. Top of our hat. Guys, I'm wearing my new Bucky shirt too. I forgot I had it. Macy and I got these when we were traveling out. You guys can see. And we were sitting at the table yesterday having dinner at Texas Roadhouse, and we reminded each other that we had these shirts, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear it tomorrow. So I think she wore hers to school today, and I'm like, I'm gonna wear mine to work. But yeah, we had a fantastic dinner. You see, I'm just gonna roll out a log, right? A log, just like this, a really kind of like. And then I'm going to, on one side of the log, I'm going to go in a little harder, right? This is where I'll start making the tip, the peak of my hat, right? Kind of pointing it up, kind of looking like a really large teardrop. And it depends on how you want to make your top. If you want it just to be a small point, you don't need to go this high. But I always kind of like to give it a little curl. So it's the reason why I do this. Right, and then just flatten the other part down on the table, and then just kind of give my top of my head a little curl. Right, just give it that little extra. So I think I'm going to lean it over this way. Make sure my curl goes this way because we have the shoes there. So clay is super fresh, so it's sticking really nice. All right, just like that. Stacy. No, I know you'll come back, Lauren. You're busy right now, Mama. You got all your stuff with your, with work, the kitties and everything. Even, believe you me, there will always be a slot for you. Okay? When you're ready. I know you girls are busy. Everybody has a lot of things to do, We got busy lives, busy mamas, busy grandmas, everything. Okay, so we're just going to add the skewer in. I'm just going to add the skewer in here and then add in my hat. Okay, I don't need that much. Right? Just like that. Right? And you can see the skewer there, right? But all I'll do is add a little bubble. No, thank you, Mom. I appreciate you. You ladies are... I couldn't do it without you ladies. You ladies are amazing. You're the soul to the pages. I mean, could not do it without you. There's my Eden. Hi, beautiful Eden. All my Facebook babies are here. I forget Eden's young, one of the youngies, one of my babies too. I call them youngies, guys. Y'all know I'm a grandma. I'll be old, but I don't think I'm old. My grandkids don't like to hear me say that, guys. They don't like to hear me say, your grandma's old. Your grandma's getting old. They're like, no, Grandma, don't say that. They don't like to hear me say that, guys. That really bothers them. So I'm just going to take these little balls here and then I'm going to put them there in that gapping underneath that hat. Just to at least kind of close this up because it's 53 minutes and y'all know I got to get my butt back to work because I do have to do that. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Also, my friends, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, y'all. I think I'm going to break down and buy nutcrackers this year. I think I'm going to break down and buy nutcrackers this year, my friends. They have all different sizes now. And so they have so many different sizes now. You're 56, you'll be 57. The same here. Same, Jennifer. Same. Well, I just turned 56. So I'm 56 years old, and my grandchildren do not like hearing me say that I'm getting old or that I'm old. It scares them. I know that's what it does. It scares them. And, but, so you can see here a close-up, right? You can see I'm just filling it in there. And I'm just going to make like an eyeball. I'm going to make like maybe a little skull and just add little things. I was going to do cabochons, but you know what? I'm going to hand make some things. I just want to do an eyeball. You know what I kind of want to do? Maybe a drip. A little drip. Let's see what little drips look like. Let's do the half teaspoon. I'll split this in half. Just to kind of do 2 little drips. You got to have that. Hi, Denise. Denise, how are you? How are you doing, ma'am? Welcome. And I'm just going to kind of make like this teardrop shape, right? Kind of this drip. I'm so happy you're here, friend. Right? I kind of want to make it like it's dripping out of here. Right? Kind of like that. I think I need to make another one a little bit bigger. You want the big nutcracker from Walmart? I know. Okay. Those, I heard that there's some that you don't have to paint. Because I don't want nothing I have to paint or do anything like that. I want it done. The Hobby Lobby ones are done. And they have different sizes. Hi, Paper Sweet. You got your measuring spoons to use with your cut. Yay! Debbie, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Debbie. But yes. Guys, I want the nutcrackers. Debbie, when I was at Hobby Lobby, I promise I thought about you when I saw the nutcrackers, because I know Debbie's a big Candyland. That's her theme. She does amazing Candyland theme. She does all of the cute nutcrackers and things. Debbie, Hobby Lobby has all of the nutcrackers in all different sizes and colors and styles. So I'm like, oh my God, really, y'all? I think I'm going to be pressured into buying two. I want one for each side here, so don't be surprised if you don't see two back here real soon. And if I take my little hype man with me, my little hype man, Macy, she hypes me up, guys. She hypes me up. You know, it's an amazing shopping trip when you have a hype man. And my hype man is Macy, and she pumps me up. She's like, and she's showing them all to me, and she's bringing them, and she's creating the display. I mean, I'm sure everybody at Walmart, I mean, at Hobby Lobby is probably like these too. But we definitely have a great time when we go out shopping. They creep you out. What is the whole thing? or is it like it looks like it could come to the middle of the night? You get up and your nutcracker's walking around. Hi, Lulu. Isn't it? This is the olive green, the Witchy, aka Witchy Poo, in the shop, guys. I have a lot of posting to do, guys. The sample bags are here. And I ordered pretty much every color. So you're probably going to have all 36 colors in the sample bags. The clay is coming in, y'all. It's coming in heavy. As a matter of fact, there's a shipment sitting outside the front door as we speak. But yes, I went ahead. Since I don't bring in all the 36 colors in the large bags because sometimes some will sit longer, I said, you know what? I'm going to bring them in all of the small, the 100 grams. So you definitely can look out for all of the 100 gram bags in the 36 colors, my friends. Okay. So we're 2 minutes in and Christine's going to be coming on. At least let me get the cauldron a little full here. I'm going to come back and add a skull and an eyeball. Hi, North Creek Creations. Okay, $4.99 and they're half off, $2.49. What's half off? Dang it, that phone's not working over there. And they're $69. Where? What's going on? Oh, at Hobby Lobby or Walmart? Guys, I think I'm going to break down and get the nutcrackers. I think I am. I think I'm caving. So right now, here's what we have, right? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe let's get another drip right there. I know they're all so cute, y'all. Guys. Okay. Hobby Lobby this weekend had everything out. And I'm telling y'all guys, it's fun. Inspirational. I'm not a big buyer of the Hobby Lobby crafts, but this is what I like to do. I like to go to Hobby Lobby, take pictures, and get inspired, because I will make it. Okay, I'll make that craft if I can. I definitely, if I cannot make it, if it's going to be too difficult, too many pieces, way too much, okay, I might break down and buy it, because you know, and the nutcrackers, I think are going to do that to me, right? Only because I want to keep them. And I also want to like gift them to my daughter, because as soon as I'm done with things, guys, a lot of the times I give them to my children. So for my granddaughter, for my Jelly Bean, because she loves decor, guys. She loves decor. So we call it, when she sees things, we say pretty things, pretty things. Like she's going to touch it and we say, no, mama, that's pretty things. And she doesn't touch it. Yes, so that's definitely what I do, guys. I go to Hobby Lobby and I take pictures, and I will tell myself, you're going to make that. You are not going to buy that. You're going to make it, because this is what we are. We are crafters. We are creators. So those, you know, thank you, Hobby Lobby, for the inspiration. But I definitely will try to push myself to make it, because, you know, that's what we want to do, right? Hey, we inspire them to buy all that product, guys, because guess what? They're paying attention. They're watching what we're doing, because they are watching what we're doing. That's why they're bringing in all of these supplies, right? All the things that they have. So they're watching us. So guess what? Thank you. I use them back. I go in and I look at all the things and I get inspired to make it. So right now, this is what we have, right? This is our cauldron with our little witchy legs, witchy hat, all the drips. I want to add in maybe an eyeball here and like a little skull here. But once I finish it, I'll post it, my friends. Y'all know I'm out of time because I talk too much. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you were here, friends. I'm so happy. I'm so excited, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow, Turn It Up Tuesday. I'm back. I'll be doing Turn It Up Tuesday and Thankful Thursday this week. I didn't do any of it last week because my daughter had the surgery, was in the hospital, all the things. She's doing amazing. Thank you, God. She's back at home and she's getting back into her little routine slowly but surely. But I'm so grateful to God. God is absolutely good. My son had his birthday yesterday. Like I said, I have a lot of work. Yes, some things can be hard, but guys, I'm so grateful for the strength, the energy, the will, the drive, the determination that my Lord and Savior gives me. I wouldn't be able to get out here and do these things with you all and be able to share my love for crafts. Well, here we go, my friends. And all of these products are from my shop at Debbie's Bright Ideas at Etsy.com. If you have a chance, check out the shop. There's lots of amazing things in the shop, and I'm going to be adding some new colors and a few little new items. So don't forget to go and take a look if you can. I love you all. Don't forget Miss Christine. Let's all go over to Christine with I'm Snow Crafty. I know she's going to do something fun and amazing. Hopefully this inspires you to want to make something cute like this because it's time to get spooky, guys. It is spooky season and it's time to get decorating. I love you all, my friends. I'll see you all tomorrow. God willing. Bye.